Medicated whispers, chronic aches dissolve, anxiety shattered, the riddles solved, craft moves like poetry, problems evolve, therapy in motion, no need to involve, turning wood to gold, creation don't pause, grumpy in the zone without applause, life in them sawdust clouds, it's raw, the tools sing a chorus, no open
Alright, good morning, good morning.
where the pain takes flight, aliens in the mist dancing.
Another day is here.
Soul feels light, join the fellowship, the tribe ignites. Grains align like secrets that harden slow. Epoxy streams like rivers in a steady flow. Medicated bliss where the time moves low. Crafted chaos to the flame we grow.
All right. Hey, PK. How you doing today? You being in a new location, having a new schedule has got you going out of sync to what I'm used to watching you at. It's got my rhythm off. I was like, man, messing my day up. I could almost set my times with how you used to go live. It helped. Let's see, what am I trying to say? I don't regulate myself on time very well, is what I'm trying to say. And when you would do your lunchtime lives, that kind of was like helped me dial in my internal clock. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say. It helped me realize what times and stuff it was. Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, good morning, Teal. Got me out of sync now. That's just me, though. I've been out of whack for a hot minute, too. Whew, snot. Oh. My body, oh yeah, my head says, what you doing up so early? Gotta roll myself down at night and start falling back asleep a little bit earlier. Whew. Ooh, I figure I'll do probably work on another Epoxy Roach clip this morning. Oh, goodness. Do that, and I need to record a strong ink video, but I'm not going to be able to do no video recording or nothing until this afternoon. I'm going to have the grand pug again, so I'll have to jump off around 8 o'clock. I won't be able to stay on as late today either. Right. I want to get a decent rechargeable Bluetooth speaker kind of deal. Last time at the events, there's a gentleman out there that set up. That's why I didn't go live as much as I did, was because he had his Bluetooth speaker going with Pandora or Apple Radio or something playing on top of that, so I couldn't go live because of his music. But if I have my own PA horn going with my own music going, then I'll go live. I say PA horn by Bluetooth. He had a nice size one too that was fairly loud. I was like, dang. Had good sound to it. Didn't sound like it was coming out of a can or something like that. It had good sound to it. Whew. I got to record some more Strong Ink videos. That pepper mill, I got to do my homework on that. Watch Mr. Johnny's videos, see which bits he was using to drill that thing out, because that's what I got it. I don't have any of the bits for that. I gotta check the pin kits. I should be good to go on the pin kits though. Whew. And my subscriber count, that thing keeps bouncing back and forth. I try not to stress it, but I'm wanting to hit 500 so bad, as that's, I guess, the next little milestone. And I get up a few numbers and I drop a few numbers. Come up a few numbers and drop a few numbers.
Life in the comments, life in the smoke. Laid back legend in a one-room joke. Hey, aliens come, get grumpy, cosmos bound. Soar from the work made in pain. Stay off the ground. Like, subscribe, stick around for another round.
We'll get there though. Oh. All that damn yawning makes my nose freaking run. Oh, and I woke up and hit the yawning fit right off the bat like I hadn't even slept. And I slept decent last night. I had my mask on and stuff. I'm supposed to sleep with that CPAP machine, so I feel drug out sometimes when I don't sleep with that.
Let the anger unwrap. Yeah, aliens come get grumpy, cosmos bound, made in pain, but we stay off the ground. Hit like, hit subscribe, just stick around. Late vibe when the world too loud.
Oh.
Door half open, same stool, same chair, same old hoodie with the pain to wear. Phone on the crate, come Summons roll like a tide. Turn the volume up, let the bad days slide. Woo! Aliens come get grumpy cosmos bound.
We got some super lemon haze to kick off the morning. Nice little motivational rap. Oh, that right there.
Still peace all around. From the shop to the stars, we roam in this town. Laid back soul, never staying on the ground. Hey!
Yeah, you're supposed to be there. I had a clip in my box of blanks. It's about halfway done. Let's see how it is.
Wood spirits snicker in the midnight haze. Aliens beam down with
There's some of my ammo that I've been playing with, PK. I've been playing with BBs. It's crazy. I'm almost more accurate with them damn BBs than I am with the 3/8 slugs or whatever.
Carvin's crooked, but his heart's in tune. Aliens chilling by the glow of the moon.
And these colors are supposed to be red and black. And that red and that black, to me, I'm seeing orange and stuff like that bounce through. So I want to turn one of them and see how it polishes out.
This is what they call artisan strife. Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand. Wood spirits hide, they know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal.
I got us to finish up my emoji piece today. Don't know how I'm gonna work on that one.
Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand. Wood spirits hide, they know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal. Carvin's crooked, but his heart's in tune. Aliens chilling by the glow of the moon. Wood shave and scatter like cosmic dust.
Got to get old Pat's box video out. Then I got to do 2 sticker videos, and I have to mail out stickers today. I had to get stamps. I didn't have my stamps yesterday by the time the mail ran. And my dumb self went to the post office to get my stamps. And it's like, yeah, I could have carried the flipping envelopes with me and put the stamps on them when I got them and put them in the mail up there, but it didn't even dawn on me till I got home.
Grumpy's whispers echo through the starlight. Aliens laugh in a galactic tone, saying this guy should not be left alone. Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand. Wood spirits hide, they know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal.
And that ain't quite center with the piece. This is one that's offset some. It's all right though. This is the one we did yesterday. I cut it. I still got to polish the bottom, but I did go ahead and get it cut off of the. And then right there, you start to see the insert stick through. About that long. It was the stuff I've had that Sevgili. This is the resin I used whenever for the blue. That's what I've used for all my epoxy stuff so far. It's been this right here. I have that Bond Crafter that I won from Amy M. I have that I'm gonna get into next. And then the next stuff I buy, I want to buy some Alumilite Slow and try using that. Hey, good morning, Radar. But Alumilite is what I was going with on what I planned on buying next. But then I won that stuff from Amy M. And so I'm real curious on how that's going to mix out. It should mix out the same as the stuff I've been using, you know, but just as soon as I assume that, then it's going to play a little different. So we'll have to see. Yeah, it's 1-to-1. Yeah, that's a 1-to-1 mix. Something that thick and that big, I wouldn't use that much UV epoxy, or resin or whatever. I use that UV resin on just the smaller applications that I use, like whenever I do the resin in my burns, or if I'm gonna say use a little bitty flat mold that'll give me like fingernail art or jewelry pieces, something small and thin, I'd use the UV resin for that, and because it's fast, you know. But something like my lighter cases or something, that would be your regular slow cure resin or epoxy. So I utilize the UV more for when I'm doing these projects, because one, if it's mixed up too thin and I put it through here, it's gonna run and come out of the grooves before it sets and dries as I rotate it around to catch it all. So with the UV, you know, I'll do a little bit, and before I turn it around, you know, cure that little bit so it can't run and flow out nowhere, you know, and then do a little bit at a time. And then plus with the UV, I can mix my color up, and as long as I don't have any outside UV hitting it, you know, it's not gonna cure up on me. So I can do that stick, and I can take an hour doing that, and my resin won't harden up in my tray, you know. And then there is a difference. You'll hear me say UV pigment. And excuse me. When I'm talking about my UV pigment, you know, that's this stuff here, and I'll put that into any epoxy or UV resin. And when I say UV pigment, it's because it don't glow unless it's activated by the UV light. So I have my UV pigment that I put in every damn thing, and then the actual UV resin. And then that's why it's, you know, in your black container, so that light don't hit it and cure it.
Sounds of the beyond. Epoxy creations. Infinite bond. Roll up reality. Spaceship spawn.
But I was trying that crazy 5-minute epoxy when I first started filling in, not the lightning bolt deals, but my old school clips. When I carved all the swoosh lines and grooves all around them, I got in a stage where I was trying to fill those in before I ever realized they had the UV resin to use. You know, I was taking that 5-minute epoxy and I'd mix up a little bit of that and then fill in the grooves somewhat and then let it dry and then mix up a little more and let it dry. But I was wasting a lot and the color wasn't consistent because I kept, you know, I'd have to add color and mix it, add color and mix it, and each one would be a little different on the mix because I didn't measure nothing. But yeah, when I found the UV stuff, that was a game changer.
Grumpy spun the wood till it morphed out of shape. Lathe humming, hands moving, crafting fate. Epoxy drips, binds bugs in a sculptor's twist. Zen found in the fog, some aliens miss. Eyes bloodshot, medicated soul kiss. Peace found among aliens in the mist. Chronic pains a ghost, anxieties dismissed.
Then we found the lathe, and that was just that's almost like a boat. Let's say break out another 1,000, but it bust out another hundo or something, because you're always wanting to buy something to either make on the lathe or a different tool for the lathe. It's like a never-ending investment. Yeah, you can color the 5-minute stuff. You just have to look at it. You got some of those epoxies that aren't clear, you know, it's gonna have a different mix, so you just have to color play with that to get what you want. Oh. And then yesterday, deep in my head, it's like, yeah, the dog was gonna get here, but I hadn't checked, so she might not come. But yeah, she was coming, and daughter and then my wife said, yeah, she'd be here at 8 o'clock. It was 8 o'clock, so I was kind of hurrying to get off the live and everything so I could get out there for her. And my microphone, I lost the back of my microphone. I couldn't find that damn thing for a hot minute. That about ruined the day right there. Epoxy drips, binds bugs in a sculptor's twist. Zen found in the fog, some aliens missed. Eyes bloodshot, medicated, soul kissed. Peace found among aliens. That was frustrating because that you got to have that battery, or that battery snot. You got to have that magnet to connect to the charging dock. That magnet kind of holds it down, so it makes that connection to charge. So yeah, I was frustrated when I couldn't find that thing. I was like, all right, calm down. It's out here. Because this little magnet, it bounced, and I heard it bounce, but I never heard it hit once it bounced, you know, because being metal or magnetic, it locked onto something, right? So I'm looking under stuff. I'm looking on my chair, the bottom of my chair legs, a little metal and everything. I'm checking that stuff. We're looking. I cannot find it. I put new batteries in my flashlight, you know, so my flashlight would be brighter to kind of help me spotlight in an area to find it maybe. Nothing. I sit back, I roll me a little herbal, and I'm just scanning the room with my eyes, just looking everywhere. And the damn little thing wasn't on the floor. My charger for the thing sits right on top of my computer, which is above my monitors. And I was in the process of taking it off my shirt and connecting the two pieces back together and setting it in the charger all at the same time. And so my hands bumped together and I dropped the bottom piece, and it stuck to the bezel of my monitor. You got the black trim of your monitor. It was on there, same freaking color as the monitor. The only thing that made it stick out to where I could see it was the magnets, like an egg shape, and it was just off center of the frame, so it made the frame not completely rectangle, and I saw that little bitty bump off. It's like, wow. I would have never found that damn thing right there. And I would have never thought to straight look at my monitor. And so I got lucky that I found it. Yeah, that made for a better morning once I found it. Then I was happy. I was already thinking, okay, I'm gonna have to email the company and see if I can buy another magnet. I don't want to buy a whole damn microphone, and it works good, and the regular magnet's gonna be too big, and oh yeah, I was stressing a million different directions until I found it, and it's like, ah. Get some of this excess dust up. There's some extra cedar dust hiding out here. I hadn't messed with cedar in a minute, and I kept getting my nose burning like I've been turning cedar. I gotta clean all this stuff up a little better. Get my whole area cleaned up and get on top of it again, then I won't freaking go lazy. Alan, good morning, sir. How are you doing? That's whenever I'm out and about, like sitting on the back porch shooting my slingshot. You know, I'm about 50 foot away from my little catch barrel, and I'm not that good of a shot. You know, I just like to goof off and have fun. You know, I don't sit there and aim and you know, sometimes I just quick pull up and fire, and then sometimes I actually try to aim, you know, and I just like to play. And I'll hit the edge of the catch barrel, you know, on the square, not in the barrel, and that old slug will bounce off of it sometimes, and I can find it, you know, boom, it'll hit the grass, and I say, oh, there it is. I'll walk out in the yard, and say, it hit right there, and look around, and I'll end up finding it. I'm good at scanning stuff and finding stuff that don't belong, is what I'm saying. Like whenever I had my gas-powered little remote control cars, I'd run them around, hit a tree, parts go flying everywhere. I'd sit there and look to see what's missing and scan the area and eventually find all the little parts and pieces. It's my eyes. I'm not colorblind, but it's hard to explain how my eyeballs do, but I catch motion and I catch color differences real easy. Right? I've always been like that. I'll miss different, like, You put, sometimes you can put like red and purple together. I'm gonna tell you the difference between the two, no problem. You put a red balloon across the room and you put a purple balloon on the other side of the room, and I look at the two, I might say, okay, that one's purple and it's gonna be the red one, or I'm gonna call the red one purple. You know, I'm weird.
Grumpy's laid back, carving for the soul, shaping cloudy dreams, watch the colors roll, hand steady, mind free, this joint's patrol. Roach lips bonded, stories to unfold. Therapy's the wood grain, the blades our guide. Healing in creation, it's where we reside. Pain dressed in smoke, where aliens hide. Through the haze we thrive, let fears subside. Medication rolled tighter than the bass drum.
It's just certain colors that get me too. It's not all the colors. But now, like I said, you take two colors and put them side by side and they be just minute shade differences. I can tell you which one's different. And everybody else, oh, they're the same color. No bull crap, that one's a little bit lighter. You know, no. And then you flip them over, sure enough, one of them will be a different spectrum.
Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air, floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating powers
See, PK, that's where my camera's messed up, Bubba. my right eye, it's focused in so far and then it's stuck. It's like somebody slapped me in the back of the head and made that joker stick where it was focused at. I got a astigmatism in my right eye that messes with me something fierce. I mean, it's gotten so bad as I've gotten older, it's like a pressure in my eye almost.
crafted cures where the resin drips. Epoxy roach clips, fingertips equipped. Medicated therapy, blow flows thick. Chronic pain fades, it's a real slick trick. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air, floating through the space like I just don't care.
That's gonna be a beautiful piece right there. I don't know if I want to turn that into a roach clip or into a pin. I've got it marked off for two pin. I got it marked off for a slimline pin and a roach clip. This is a piece of that that Wingay that Bazzy sent me. Oh, I've been staring at that and staring at that. I just love the colors of that green. And that's just the outside of it. I can't imagine what it's gonna look like turned. Hey, good morning, Miss Daisy. How you doing today? Yeah, I got a mess going on. Cleaning up one mess, making another mess. Yeah, my eyes were always good on my vision for a long time. I always joked because it was like my snacks growing up. A lot of kids these days are running and get that little bag of chips or something out of the cabinet, or the little Debbie snacks or something. We grew up poor, so it was like produce and vegetables and stuff. We had a lot of that around because of my grandpa and all. But carrots was my snack, and I would joke and say I had good eyesight because I ate so many carrots. But then got older, quit eating them carrots, and then yeah, my eyes went to crap. Then that, and just welding and bright sun constantly, and the contrast, the blue eyes, man. I got some sensitive ass eyes. All right, y'all. That's what I used to have, a good nighttime vision too, could see good at night, but now that's gotten, as I've gotten older with that stigmatism and stuff kicking in, my nighttime vision's not as good as it used to be. Because I used to not talk crap, but get an attitude when somebody say, well, I can't see good at night. And I'm thinking, how can you not see good at night? There's no sun blinding you and all that. But no, it's hitting me. I'm like that now. I guess just not enough light out there for my stuff to open up and see good. Nitro, what we talking nitro? What we racing? Oh, you talking about for the gas powered cars and stuff? The little hobby cars? Yeah, it's been oh man, it's been 15 years since I played with any of those. But when I played with them, I had, what did I have? I can't remember, little Baja something, I can't remember its name, but it was probably about 16 inches long. It probably stood about 10 inches high, if that, once it had the body on it. But it was just a 2-wheel drive. But oh, it was fun. Fast, that little booger was fast. Oh my goodness, I had it geared. When I first got it, the boy had it geared up for the fastest acceleration but low top end. And I changed it around and set it up for the high top end and low acceleration. And oh my goodness, that thing was cooking it when you let it wrap up.
I carve my vision, spirits in the timber, whispers so clear, lathe spins, I'm grinning, no fear. Chisel songs, wood grain.
I had the plastic gears inside the little transmission and stuff, and I was upgrading the parts and pieces for it slowly, and I didn't upgrade the housing for the gears first. I kept the original housing, which was like a plastic housing, and I upgraded the gears in there to the for the higher top end and all that. And when I did, those gears were like a metal style gear versus a plastic, because I burnt the plastic ones up a couple of times. Got it going so fast, so long, I was melting the gears, and I was like, well shit, that ain't no good. So then we said, well, let's get the metal ones. Well, that worked out. Metal gear didn't melt. It just got so hot that it, where the, what camera are we at? Okay, where the, say this was the gear and you had your little pin and your little pin, it would sit in its place. It got so hot that those pins that held it center melted the casing, and the whole gear just walked sideways in the casing. That little thing was just, it was cooking. And my ankle, oh my gosh, I've slammed that thing inside of my foot a couple of times. Wide open. Try to jump over it as it comes, not time it right, smack. That little thing was cruising. Well, when the guy I got it from, he raced himself in his car and stuff with people controlling it, and they were going side by side at like 55 miles an hour. I was like, that is fast. And then with that thing geared up for more top end, I figured it was doing about 75. Oh man. Wow. Y'all see that? Where we at? I want to tap that in. Split my piece. I've done that half a dozen times and it's never split the insert like that. Huh. Let's see what we can do. We'll cut the let's see. I'll cut it off. right there for us to see. Because I mean, that's splitting all the way up. I mean, I'm in the inserts.
Sunsets casting long soft beams, confidence tame your dreams, shades fall silhouettes, silence creeping spells among the streams. Let's make this a wood burning song, with every cut emotion strong, sparks flying as day moves on.
All right, we're not tapping the down tool in the down. Maybe it won't break this time. Hey, good morning, John. It doesn't look split.
Epoxy river running lighter cases on the creek. Roach clips in the glow, Grumpy's work unique. Carving late nights, therapy on repeat. Alien vibes hit wild.
But it does. Damn it. I just say can save this one for a pin blink and don't even try to turn it.
Sharp blade cutting, pouring epoxy to life. Each stroke sculpt, chaos channel the strife. Aliens.
No, it's not split. That's the grain. That's what I'm seeing. The grain is just wide in this piece. And that's where it was, where I punched the center the first time was dead center of the split for the grain. So I don't know. My my light right here to the side's one of those round magnifying glasses. It's just got the round light on there and it's perfect for the Lathan. It just shines at an angle so I can look through that and I can see it's the I don't know if y'all are going to be able to pick it up in camera, but the grains are running crossways in the insert and dead center is the one of the veins for the grain, and that's where I split it. Uh-oh. Good morning, Miss Francis. You're up early. I hope everything's going okay. Yeah, I'm gonna I have a feeling if I turn that, it's gonna want to split right there where that grain's, and I don't want to go through all that and then have to do it again. Let's try. That's the cool thing when we do our blanks. We got 3 of the same colors. So. I am gonna pop center on the epoxy side of it. I'm not gonna pop center on the insert side though. I'll let that one ride. Maybe I actually hit the damn thing too hard. I don't know. Alright, let me get over here and see what we got going on. Hey, good morning, Renee. Thank you all for tuning in and hanging out with me this morning. And everybody, please go check out everybody's channels. That is 95% of the reason you are blue, is to make it easier to connect to everybody else. When you see them in chat, you just go over there to their little dots, or go to the chat, hover over the name, those 3 dots right there beside them. You can click on those 3 dots. It'll take you straight to their channel instead of having to go search somebody up. I'll use that red and black for a pin, I guess, maybe. Or I'll cut it up and put it as insert pieces. I don't know. I know that the insert for it, though, looking at that grain pattern, that's a good reason why it's split. I normally look at those before I buy them, though, to make sure the grain's tight, just for that reason. Once I can start stabilizing my pieces too, that'll help for those ends being weaker too, I guess. So we'll get there. With it splitting the way it did, it would have split with me adding pressure down here to turn it. And that's why I couldn't continue with that piece. All right, where did you go? Huh? Daggum tool rest was making me twitch out yesterday. It was in my way. Where's that notch at? I need to sand this bad boy down. Get it smooth. Hey, going, Miss Johnny? Oh, Pat, how you feeling today, buddy? Hey, Manly, good morning. We are fixing to start off on this and back is stiff and sore, but that's about it. Yeah. Well, you said you wasn't feeling good yesterday, I think it was, or something. And so I was, when you overslept, just making sure your other stuff wasn't bothering you. See, this is one reason why my dang camera mount's low, so I can get here and zoom on in. But with it being low, I bump it and get in the damn way. Or I bump it all the time. I don't necessarily get in the way, it gets in my way. um, Couldn't hardly get around. Yeah, I did that to myself, sitting in my chair. This new chair that I got that will get me under my carbon box and at my computer. It doesn't. It doesn't have the flexibility that the one that my lathe had. So just trying to get comfortable, my goofy butt brought my legs up almost Indian style, sitting in the chair the other day for about 2 hours. And was just zoned off in my computer doing crap and wasn't paying attention. And when I got up to move, oh my goodness, my knees got to hurting so bad I couldn't hardly stand up. And then my lower back, right there where I had my disectomy, all those joints was pushed around, and it felt like my hip and my back wanted to pop every time I bent and leaned a certain way, and like I needed to keep going to make it pop, but I couldn't get it to do it. But who was it? Steve and Jordy. Jordy made some slabs out of a burl not long ago, and then Steve took his chainsaw and took that big log of spalted, I think it's a spalted hippie, and he cut it up and made him some blankets. Y'all, looking at this very well. Let's see if my dog just crashed at my door. If my dog didn't just scratch at the back door, that boogeyman's out here messing with me. As long as they don't make me cut my fingers, I'm good. I'm telling y'all, I got some boogeymans walking around out here. Because y'all just heard my door open and close when I just checked on my dog. I just heard that exact same noise. And I thought my son had opened up the door to let the dogs out here. The wife ain't here, or the ex-wife ain't here. She's gone for the week again. But yeah, sounded like somebody opened and closed the door. I'm batshit crazy talking to myself. I'm not batshit crazy hearing things. Oh, what I was getting at was Steve chopping up that log with his chainsaw for them blank pieces. Those were some beautiful pieces. I have a chunk of cedar that's like that big round chunk. It's been sitting under a tarp for a few years. And it was sitting for 3 years before I got it and when I picked it up at. So I want to break out my saw. I got my saw out a couple of weeks ago and cut those shrubs up on the side of the house. And so I know it runs, but it's messed up. So when I crank it, it's like it starts up and it's wide open as soon as it starts up. I gotta open the carburetor cover up on it and hook a spring or something back up. Trigger's messed up on it. But anyway, I want to cut up some wood. I'm gonna get me some electric until I get the TIG, a big TIG. Handsaw's not big enough to cut them nothing like that. Gotta shoot it down to the first. And then I have some cedar logs that are a little bit smaller than that big piece. I could still cut. They're a bit big for my leg. Alright. One more I have to go to. I don't want to put too, I'm scared to put too much pressure in this end because the way that first one split. I don't know if that's all out of the same piece on the insert. There it is.
We still got a good flat spot though. We're getting there. Colors is coming out in the pretty good too, but when you cut into it, pretty good cool to see how polished it looks. I mean, you see it somewhat polished there, it's gonna be cool, isn't it? Once we shape it and polish it. About right there down ground, about right there back, still got flat spots. So I can see the shine in the top line right there. Once I lose that shine, I know I've cut all the flat out of it. The side, you can feel it too. Look at my finger bouncing right there. It smooths out now. See how it bounces? But down here, there's no bounce. Little bit of bounce. That's just tool marks right there. But that's flat spots down there. But I feel that in my finger. when you run your finger across it, you feel that. Don't get your finger edge right here, but when your whole finger crosses the top of the piece to where it don't get caught, you can feel it bounce. Yeah, I'll show you. See, it's all smooth, or all not shiny there, and then there was those shiny. That's where it was bouncing. It was hitting that spot and bouncing up. And then that's the shine that I'm seeing. It's crazy. It's off that much. That should have been cut out. If I could tighten on it, I'm just scared to add pressure, so I keep stalling. It splits, it splits. I gotta get some pressure. All around. That's gonna change. Hey, good morning. All right, Mr. John, you have a good day, brother. See you. That's going to taper down more, but I'm trying to see if the epoxy is trying to separate from the stick. All right, Harry, you have a good day. Thank you for coming through. I don't know if it's tearing right there or if it's a bubble. I think it's trying to do a tear out where it's trying to separate from the epoxy and the stick. Trying to do it. Huh. Let me start down here, shake my way into it. You know, we can finesse and sand that if we have to. Hello. Good morning and how are you? All right, close it. That's just bothering me the way it's split open. This whole blank says first one splits, now the epoxy separates a little bit. I don't know what it is. It says it's going to make my morning a challenge. We're gonna go with that nice loaf. I'm gonna put a cove in it right here. Cove it off right there. Stand up. Cove, I don't know what the hell I call that. I call it a cove. I could be completely probably call it a seed. A seed. Well, I'm putting my cut right there. Now, Zed, where did you start your journey out at? Where were you when you had to start the travels? Seriously, you done got yourself in California now? It's crazy, Nico. Yeah, well, I was trying to be more polite about it by saying when you started your journey. Damn, that's got to be a cult, look, culture shock going from Tennessee to California. I never really done much traveling. I've stayed kind of right here in my little area from freaking birth till now. So it would be a massive difference to me, I guess, at first, just being in some area that's different. I don't know what I want to do right here. Yeah, is that where you were when Bob and Smart? What's the other one's name? When your cats were out and there was the big mud tires. I can remember the backyard. I haven't done that much travel. It's just I've been right here. When I was younger, I went to Texas to visit some family. But I was a damn kid. Get that travel. Boat travel wise, it's basically going from here where my daughter was in South Carolina and then taking her to Virginia and back. Like this most of my travel. God, I gotta get some stickers upstairs. Sorry. Or not your stickers, your video. Yeah, that's what I would try to work on right there. I try to get settled somewhere and get that process going. Literally. Yeah, that's something. Dude. Get settled to make them foods get right. That could help you out in your expensive gadgets. Hey, good morning. Matthew, good morning. Did I say good morning? I cannot remember if I did. If I did, I'm so sorry. Really like this. That's so fun. Right there. Feeling off. Sorry for that speed. That's got to be for me sealing those inserts up, trying to keep the air out of it, separate. Because I haven't had much problems with my blanks until I started doing it. That sucks. I'm gonna have to try. Let me get this in there. Work it to about right here. And I'm gonna have to bring the rest down to sandpaper. It's I'm getting better. I mean, I'm still was talking about it yesterday. Don't like being in limbo. I'm kind of in limbo still. I mean, we agreed to what we've agreed to. We worked it on paper, and it all sounds good, but we can't do any of the financial ends of anything until the divorce is final. So it's like, we filed for that, and we're just kind of waiting on the judge to do his thing there, because she can't do any of the financial stuff until she's legally divorced. So it's like I gotta wait. So I don't know how it's gonna work. Don't know how it's gonna work. If it works like it's supposed to, I'll be physically okay, mentally crushed. But that's just I'm gonna have to learn how to get over that. I don't like having the uncertainty, I guess. Hey. Oh, awesome. Thank you. That is going to be something to play with. It. They said that was reclaim teak. I remember, was that the stuff that you got from the boat build when you redid the what was it, the ladder? Was that, wasn't it a ladder for a boat? Well, you did redo a boat steps, didn't you? It was a while back. Not steps, but like a ladder. Okay. Let's see how. Yeah, I was thinking the team came from there for some reason. See, I do watch your videos. But I was, for some reason, I was thinking that was team. I got to be careful. The epoxy is not. It didn't bond to my insert too good, so it's trying to split and flake off my insert right here. So I have to bring it down, and I'm gonna have to get this to somewhat shape, and then that in between, I'm gonna have to work out with sandpaper. That's gonna be a challenge. Right here, the catch and cut straight off the blade, so off the insert. And I needed to clean so I could bring that wood down. Maybe. I don't know what I want to do. Though. I think that's too up right there. I did move around it. said too early this morning she wanted to sleep in. I wanted to do more work on this end down here, but I was afraid that if I started tweaking it around right here, it was going to chip off the stick and I wouldn't be able to recover. So once it got semi-workable right there, that's when I said I got to leave well enough alone. I have to turn this one into a thing. Oh, Pat, you going live today, buddy? I have to sit in there and watch you with the gram bug. I get her again today. What we did yesterday, I sat inside. Hey, good morning, Lisa. Sat inside and watched old silly movies. Watched daggone Short Circuit Part 1 and Part 2. I don't like Part 2. That made me sad when they started beating him down, daggone it. I didn't like that. I said, damn it, Johnny Five was alive. Oh, I like that movie. That movie was real fascinating for me when it first came out because when I was little, I was all into robots. That was when my parents should have got me the damn erector sets and all that stuff because I dang sure tried. All my remote control stuff when I was little, I would tear it apart, try to rebuild it, and make my own out of it and stuff. But of course, it all ended up going in the garbage because I never had everything I needed. Oh, it's right there in my lower back. Like if I drop my leg to the side and then kind of bend one direction, it feels like it wants to pop. And it feels like if I could get it to pop, it would all could hurt. But then trying to stretch it, it never pops and it hurts. Did y'all just hear that pop? I need them Kellogg's to sponsor me too. The little Rice Krispie guys can hang out on my shoulder. We do a lot of snap crack when it popping around here. All right, Tim, you have a good day, buddy. Still got a massive separation spot right there. I can really see it. That light white between them two spots. The top split up off the inside. All right, Jake. Be safe out there. What gets me is I'll put as much time sitting as I do cooking. Just try to make sure I get all the lines out of it. I have my lottery tickets that we got. Let's see, I think they were back at Christmas time. We did a stocking with the scratch offs and passed the stocking around, and everybody picked the scratch off, and we do that every so often. But they're a little $3 at that, another like $2. You go cash them in and get some more quick picks or something and try my luck. I did good for a while back when I was working. I would buy them scratch offs every now and then. There was a $5 and a $10 ticket I would get every now and then, but I done pretty good when I got them. I normally won at least $50. And then I got to where when I'd buy them, I wasn't winning no more, so I got tired of throwing that money away and quit buying them. But it was what was the Gold Rush? I think it was the Gold Rush was they come out around here. not hit this and polish up all the way. I don't want to cut it short on the polishing. It don't look right. You know what I mean? I'm damn sure trying to get it done. So I'm this up here. Obviously, that's different. Alright. Wow, but come on, bro. Oh, my slipper's in the way and my chair won't go. Oh, yeah, look. Stay LaidBak. Hey, dude, come on. Alright. Let's break out the paper here. Sand it. We're not in order by no means. There we go. Turn that down. They're slinging water all up in my face.
LaidBak groove, yeah, the work never sleeps. Roach clip shining, secrets to keep. Community strong, we rise and vibe. Healing flow.
Now that's what's gotta suck now, is traveling with the pets and then they're contending with the rain too. Just traveling in general with the animals is not an easy task. You get you a damn Flip, you make you a damn litter box out of a cardboard box or something, cut that bad boy down and throw you some stuff in there and put it in the truck for them. I'm sure they're smart enough to use it. That's one thing, them cats is pretty smart. They are creatures of their own. That's what I do like about cats.
He carves away the pain till it melts away. Chronic fades as the art comes alive. Medication flows, keeps the spirit in drive. LaidBak groove, yeah, the work never sleeps. Roach clips shine and secrets to keep. Community strong, we rise and vibe. Healing flows, carving keeps us alive.
Now I'm gonna end up cutting this off, right, and I'll be hand sanding the very end of that to get those lines and stuff out of it. Nice, nice.
Ready to be told. LaidBak groove, yeah, the work never sleeps. Roach clip
It's an 800. Yeah. Oh, that's got some nice swirl in there. I just saw that when it paused on me right there. That's gonna be pretty, yo. Which one? I've made a couple. I've just started making the little pipes. I've made what, 3? I've made 3 of those little kits for the pipes so far. They come out nice. Definitely got to get some more of those kits. Hey, good morning, Robin. I'm doing good. We got the crazy grandpa gonna be here shortly, so I'm trying to hustle and get this done. I gotta shut down around 8 o'clock. I can't leave her little butt unattended, and the ex is gone for the week. And then even if it wasn't a divorce situation going on, she wouldn't be here today working anyway. She would be in office. I think it will. No, she would be here working. Yeah. See, I've already forgotten the old schedule. She used to work from home Monday, Tuesdays, and then in office Wednesday, Thursday, and then worked at home Friday. Oh, yo, that's looking pretty.
Epoxy roach clips hold the vibe like they should. Medication roll tension starts to unfurl. Aliens red-eyed all around the world. Chrome beast therapy in every groove, every ride. Carving soothes the soul, keeps the pain outside. Staying strong, working through the fight. In the shavings find the light. Crafted and steady like a beat that
Now these colors are supposed to be red and black. PK says you gotta wake up and drink that coffee with Grumpy. Just that's the best way to start the day. That's what we mixed up and poured, but the epoxy does what it wants to do, and it mixed together and made its own.
Click like, subscribe, tap into the craft. Every snack's a listen, every cut a laugh. This coffee's laid back, it ain't just a shop. This is safer for the broken where the grind don't stop. Click like, subscribe, tap into the craft. Every snack's a lesson, every cut a laugh. This coffee's laid back, it ain't.
We're gonna get a little more scientific when we start mixing in with the bond crafters. I'm gonna actually break down And of course, I know how much resin I mix, you know, per pour. But when it comes to the pigments and stuff like that we're doing for our colors, we're going to start writing down about how many. I'm going to measure it per scoop, you know, and write that down. And then I'm going to get serious with calculating my heat, because that's one thing with the colors not mudding together is you got to let it get hot enough, but you also can't let it get too damn hot, because if it gets too hot, you're not going to get your bubbles out of it, even with a pressure pot. You know, it can't get too hot and start setting too fast. So yeah, we'll have to get a little more figuring out those numbers.
Aliens floating, Grumpy's got the sight. Imagination is a spark burning all night. Soul in the carvings, no machine can replace. Breath of life in the details, steady pace. Grumpy's hand steady, blade knows the grain. Epoxy roach clips curing pain, insane. Medication tight, wrapped in cosmic delight. Aliens red-eyed, tripping through the night. Subscribe to the vibes where carving comes alive. Therapy in motion, the wood starts to jive. A grumpy soul in each groove, each line. Pain no longer whispers, it's left far behind. Laid back creations where the energy flows. Every cut, every carve, story it shows. Soothe the soul, Grumpy's craft ignites. Epoxy dreams under starry lights. Inhale the art, exhale the stress. Grumps in the shop, always feeling blessed. From rough to smooth.
Say I rub it just right. There you go.
Clips vibes up to the sky. Roll tight. Aliens
We gotta save those for the Grumpy After Dark.
bathing us in night. Grumpy's therapy, the wood whispers back. Peace in the grain, the world fades to black. Laid back creations where the energy flows. Every cut, every carve, a story it shows. Soothe the soul, Grumpy's craft ignites. Epoxy dreams under starry lights.
Say if the divorce numbers don't work out right and don't pan out good, we might have to start an only page, right? Be out here wood turning in the banana hammock, as we say. But again, that will be Grumpy After Dark. I don't think I could do that, y'all. I just don't. I talk a mad game, but there you go. It's crazy talk.
Epoxy dreams under starry lights. Grumpy's hand steady, blade knows the grain. Epoxy roach clips curing pain, insane.
Run away, run away.
Meditation tight, wrapped in cosmic delight.
So you're gonna not be the only one needing therapy after this. Oh, I didn't wear my dust mask at all. I can feel it. All right, let's slap some polish on here real quick, y'all.
Every cut, every carve, a story it shows. Soothe the soul, Grumpy's craft ignites. Epoxy dreams under starry lights. Inhale the heart, exhale the stress. Grumps in the shop, always feeling blessed. From rough to smooth, chisels never lie. Epoxy, Roach clips, vibes up to the sky. Roll tight aliens and
Nah, that was an actual dust cough there. The epoxy doesn't seem that bad when you're cutting it, but every now and then y'all see when it builds up and I clear it, it'll puff up and be a good bit of dust come off of it, but it doesn't feel the same as that wood dust, so it's not that noticeable until it builds up a little bit on you. Then you kind of feel it.
aliens and red-eye flight. Stars dripping down, bathing us at night. Grumpy's therapy, the wood whispers back. Peace in the grain, the world fades black.
I gotta make sure my boy's up too. He might be up, but he don't let the dogs out when he wakes up. He wakes up and just jumps into his routine. My mom's back in town, so he's back home. And then I don't remember if I put any glow pigment in this or not. Well, hang on, check this out. Let me turn this off before you run away. You've been watching. Look at that swirl, y'all. That come out nice in the colors. Camera might not be doing it justice with all the mica swirl, but there's a lot of swirl going on in there. That's pretty. Bringing that polish back off of it now. Alright, where did that go?
Spirit visions etched deep and true. Cedar dreams or a pine wood view. Smoke curls high, mind's medication. In my little corner, find salvation.
It's got so much mica swirl going on in there, you just get lost looking at it all. I like that. Oop. A lot of swirl in that. Oh, that's gonna look pretty out there in the sun. Now let's see, I don't remember if I put any glow pigment in this or not. I'm not gonna have time to tie the clip on it right now. Daughter will be here shortly. Let's see, that looks good under the black light though. Oh, and we did put some glow in it. Look at that in the black light. You can see all that. That's supposed to be red and it's popping out orange. That is just too flipping cool, y'all. Sorry, the light's hitting it and blinding out the glow too much on camera. There you go. I love it. That's the cool thing about it. You mix that epoxy up just every day, over and over, same colors, and you're still gonna get, it's like the wood grain. You get a diff with that mica and that color. That's the best way to describe it. It's like a wood grain effect. You just get that different swirl and look, and every time it's gonna be different. Oh, what time is it? 7:15. This right here is what I was talking about earlier, that wind gate that I got from Bazzy. I want to turn this, but it's like, I don't know what I want to do with it. I don't know if I want it to be a pin or roach clip, but it keeps jumping out and saying, turn me, but then my brain says, don't do it because you're going to screw it up. You don't know what you want to do yet. That's in every damn piece I do almost, though. That's what it is. I get that I don't know what to call it. That's where that first piece, when I punched it this morning, split. I punched down the center and it did like that. So I cut it, and looking at the cut, the grain is real wide, and it looks like that split run right down that center grain even further. So that's why I didn't turn that one. But that one's gonna have some, looks like it'll have more orange and red in it. But then we have one more that's the same colors. And I'm gonna turn these two. This I might not try to do clip-wise. I don't know how long my insert is, but I want to get these turned before the next event. Because there's a request for some black and red ones, and so I'm trying to get them to look good before then. I think I'll make sure my boy is up, y'all. Yeah, he's up there, my pups. Yeah, he's in the shower. Y'all, come on, let's go outside. Come on. Yeah, Bubba got to start letting y'all out here in the garage. He does. Come on. Go. Go. Pepper, go. Get out the door, crazy. That's your whoopee. That ain't a squirrel. Go get your whoopee. She's about crazy though. Right. That's the thing with the grandpa getting here. I have to feed the big dogs before she gets here because she don't have no manners. And she gonna try to get all up in their bowls.
Steady, but the thoughts go wild. Wood grain bleeding story so beguiled. Medication rope, it ain't for the sickness. It's for the cosmos and infinite thickness.
Close that door. Need my belt. I cannot wear my breeches anymore without a belt. That damn things will drop to my knees every time. I have lost a little bit of weight. I needed to lose a little weight, but I didn't want to have to lose it this way. I'm almost back down to my 34s. I could put them on. They just a little tight when I button them up. My 36s, they'll fall straight off of me without a belt. Go be good girl. Come on, go. I want to be just under 200. I figure about 185 would be a good healthy weight for me. I was pushing 225. Now we down to about 200. We're getting there. Summertime kicking up. We're fixing to get hot. I'll probably drop about another 10. I sweat like crazy. So I'll lose a lot of water weight. And tomorrow I'll be back to normal on my live. A little longer, more babble, I guess. It's today and yesterday I got cut short because of the gram pug. Didn't really get it last week because of spring break. I didn't have her. I don't think I had her the week before that because their days off kind of fell right. Y'all, come on. Come here. All right, we got that done. They got outside and fed before she got here. That was a plus. Well, yeah, I mean, I've always thrown my pranks out, especially when we worked. When I was working, that's all we did was cut up and horseplay. But I mean, them pranks can work out good and bad sometimes. I've done several pranks that went south and people got good and pissed off and didn't think it was as funny as I thought it was, you know, but that's how it works out sometimes. That come out looking good though, yo. I love that swirl. I wasn't liking the look of it, but then once it's got some dust and stuff on it now. But once it turned though, goodness. Gonna cut it off there, polish the end off, round that out. That's gonna look nice. I like that shape. I guess y'all can see that in a lot of my clips. That kind of transpires in a bunch of my clips here lately. And I like that flow. All right, y'all. Y'all have an awesome morning. Thank you so much for hanging out with my goofy butt. I greatly appreciate it. Old Path, I'm gonna tune you in. I might not be as talkative in the chat. I'm gonna be goofing with her little butt, but I'll be there in the living room watching on my phone. But I'll probably have you pull it up on my TV, but I'll try to pull it up on my phone so I can chat too. But everybody, stay awesome, stay laid back. Remember, it's my job to be grumpy. God bless everybody, and y'all stay safe. Not this morning, I got the gram pug. she's here now, or just left their house.